Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anaya, and if you are new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As y'all can tell by today's title, welcome to week 3 of our crochet mood blanket. But today's episode of the mood blanket series is gonna be a little different because I wanted today's video to be like more intentional, more like sit down, calm, less vloggy, more so like we're on the phone, we on FaceTime, we locked in on our whips. You work on your whip. If you're working on a blanket, work on your blanket. If you're working on something you need to get done, work on that. And I'm gonna work on my blanket because I was finna just sit here and crochet my blanket. I just didn't have it in me to want to vlog. I feel like I want to start doing more so like project videos. If I'm working on something, pick the camera up, show y'all, let's call each other and let's work on our projects. If you don't have anybody to crochet with, now you do, babes. I'm here. Get your whip. I got my whip. We gonna sit and we gonna yap and work on our whips and get something done, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If you are new here, I started this mood blanket out of scrap yarn. I have been tracking my moods, and this is like my emotional support blanket. It's like my mood regulator. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling tea, if I'm feeling creative, if I'm feeling like I want to work on something without having the hassle of starting a new project, I work on my blanket. Just a few project details. The blanket is just a rectangle granny square. It is just a big rectangle. It started off as an itty bitty rectangle. I keep having to remind y'all because I sometimes post these blankets and people are like, what's the pattern? What's the pattern? Babes, it's literally just a tiny square. Keep going. I also just uploaded a tutorial for the square mood blanket. So if you want to start a mood blanket but you're not sure if you really want to get into the blanket world, start with that one. You're gonna like it, trust me. I want this video to be cozy. I want it to be productive, but I want it to just flow. So let's flow together. Like I was saying, this blanket majority is scrap yarn and yarn off of my stash. So today the two colors that I want to possibly use is mint Dollar Tree yarn. Don't sleep on Dollar Tree, boo. Just some loops and thread. It's like this ginger color or cinnamon. I think the name is cinnamon if I'm not mistaken. So I want to do 2 rows of this and 1 row of this. And real phone on D&D. I got an hour of film time, honey. I got my whip. Girl, we locked in. I don't know what row I'm on, and I low-key have no desire to count. I just want to work on my blanket. Like, I don't care how many rows I do. I don't care about none of that. I just want to work on my blanket, zone out, and yeah, roll. Like, I had already started, and I was like, dang, I want to work on my blanket, but I don't want to start a vlog. And I feel like since I try to keep y'all up to date with the blanket, if I don't feel like vlogging the blanket, I will not work on the blanket, and I don't like that. I was like, let me come just be real with my craft bestie. We're gonna sit this camera right here, we're gonna work on our whip, and we're gonna call it a day. And this is gonna be week 3 of my mood blanket. I don't want my blanket just collecting dust just because I don't want to film a video. Like, I feel like that doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just don't need to worry about how many rows you gonna do. Don't worry about how long you finna crochet. Don't worry about none of that. Just start crafting because you're actually gonna get way more done because you're going into it with 0 expectations. Yeah, girl, I'm basically your online homegirl. I'm your homegirl that you don't have to craft with. I feel like this is the perfect project to end my week off with because I literally just finished working on a cardigan. This is giving me like the perfect dopamine boost. And no shade, bestie, since I uploaded that pattern for the other blanket, you could literally go ahead and start working on that blanket. I've seen a lot of people say they don't have patience for blankets and stuff. If you crochet, you naturally already have patience, because who has patience to be playing around with yarn? I feel like we need to stop saying you don't have the patience to do da-da-da-da. If you crochet, you actually have patience for anything in this world, honey. I feel like I used to be one of those people that felt like blankets was unbearable to do. Do a few rows every now and again. That blanket ain't gonna be that bad, especially when you work on patterns like this blanket, this rectangle blanket. It work up so fast. Like, if I sit here and crochet for a long time, I lose train of thought, and girl, I'll be done with the blanket. I feel like lately I've been getting humbled with some crochet projects that I've been doing. Like, girl, tell me why I crochet a whole, like halfway finished through the project, I crocheted a whole duster cardigan. Why did I try it on? It didn't fit. Bestie, when I tell you I could have screamed, I was so butthurt. I was just so upset. I feel like sometimes we be putting too many expectations on certain whips, and then once the whip just don't work out, it feel like it's the end of the world. And it's like, yeah, that might be itty bitty, but like, Girl, just imagine all the time it took. Like, I was working on that for a long time just for it to not fit. Every whip is not gonna work out. Every whip is not, like, in a perfect world, yes. But sometimes you're gonna have to have them ugly whips, bestie. You're gonna have to have them ugly whips, and you're gonna have to frog them. Like, that's why I also can't get mad when I get far into a project and it doesn't fit and I have to frog it, because, like, it happens. It happens. You're gonna start working on certain stuff and then you're gonna end up not liking it. It happens. It happens to the best of us. This is what we got so far. This is the colors. We're real cute. I'm loving this mint. I thought it wouldn't have been cute, but I like how, like, springy it's giving. And girl, I feel like I'm really on the phone. Like, you cannot tell me we ain't besties and we on the phone while we working on our stuff, because we ain't got nobody else to work on it with. One of my mutuals just sent me a craft night at, like, it's like at a bar. Girl, I might have to go today. Give me a little drink and bring my whip. I already was thinking about going sit and have a drink while I crochet. So that's perfect, honestly. Even though I ain't been drinking. If you're not working on a blanket, what are you working on? Tell me. I want to know what you're working on. Are you knitting? Are you crocheting? Are you doing a different fiber art? What are you doing? Tell me what colors you're using. And just a FYI, this is basically about to be me topic hopping 1,000 different times, because my brain is wired to, like, if I have something to say about a specific topic, I gotta just start talking about the topic. I can't finish what I'm saying and then hop to that one. No, I gotta hop to it immediately or it's gonna go away. Yeah, I've recently found a love for creative reuse stores and thrifting yarn, thrifting fiber arts, thrifting books. I guess my library does this thing where, like, they resell library books. It's like a recycle thing. I don't know, girl, but I love it. I love it. So I ended up getting, like, some fiber art books and some books for, like, creatives. Do y'all want me to show y'all? I'll show y'all at the end of the video. It brought me to this realization that I think I might be done with the big brand craft stores. I like the dopamine boost I get from thrifting my craft materials and thrifting, like, my physical media, my books and stuff, craft books. Because that's another thing I was telling y'all, like, I want to get more into craft books and stuff. And I was talking about it the other day and I was like, it's actually more fun than going to, like, the big name brand stores and spending $50,000 on one skein of yarn. Hear me out. When you going thrifting for yarn and stuff, you don't know what you're finna find. Like, you don't know, you might find gold, you might find, girl, a whole bin of yarn. You know, when you go to the regular store, you gonna possibly find something. You know, it's a possibility. But you know, like, that little ounce of not knowing what colors you finna come across, like, I feel like that'll definitely do something for your creativity. And me being real bestie, whenever I've been going to, like, the big brand stores for yarn and stuff, girl, I be window shopping. I just don't have that desire no more. Like, I don't know what, unless it's, like, on sale or something. But y'all want to go window shopping with me? Do y'all go window shopping? Are we window shopping still? And do we window shop for craft stuff? Like, that's the main thing. Like, I know people go window shopping, like, at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff like that. But are we window shopping at the craft store? I feel like I had this bad habit of, if I wanted to start a new hobby, going to the store that same day. Girl, I didn't invest in a whole new craft that same day. And I feel like I've got way better with that, mainly because it's my own coin I'm spending. I only been liking scraps. Like, what's up with that? So when y'all keep seeing, like, crafting on the budget and scrap yarn this, scrap yarn that, I actually got a scrap yarn cardigan I just made. It's really cute. I'm gonna show you, bitch. I'm gonna show you. Don't be surprised, because I think I found my niche. No, I'm not almost done. Blankets will get you. You'll think you almost done with the row, but you're not. Oops. Not the little Lego feel. Sometimes you just, when you locked in, you can only be locked in on one thing at a time, period. I have started creating my spring wardrobe, and that's coming out real tea. My spring wardrobe is looking like real, like, cardigan-y, because it be hot one minute and then it be cool the next. And that cool air, honey, girl, that cool air had you blowing away. Mine is giving very much duster cardigans, cardigans on cardigans on cardigans. But I do want to branch out of cardigans for my wearables if I am going to make wearables. Even though I just really like a good cardigan moment because you can layer them. And what are y'all making for spring? Because I need the creative inspo, and because I already know y'all be making some cute stuff. For the ones of y'all that be watching and y'all don't comment and stuff, or y'all just are kind of like silent viewers, babes, I know you be making some cute stuff. I know you be making some cute stuff. I know. And I know you gatekeeping the cute stuff you make it, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm giving you your 10. I'm reaching flow state. I don't know about y'all, but I'm enjoying this. Like, you ever had that one call with somebody and then when you get off the call, you like, you know what? Life is okay. Life is pretty good. That's how I'm feeling right now with y'all. Girl, at this point, this is why I need to just start going live, because I want y'all to respond immediately. And by the time y'all see this, I'm gonna been finished. Do 2 rows of mint or let this be the only one? This is what that's looking like. You know the blanket getting big when you can kind of use it to cover up as you working on it. Okay, bestie, calling you back. Girl, I ended up going to take a walk and now I'm back and I got a little bit of inspiration. Ended up not wanting to do another row of the mint. I think I'm about to just go ahead and start working with this cinnamon looking color. Who was gonna tell me we had 32 rows crochet? That's why I say crochet, don't worry about the amount of rows you're working on, because I don't even remember getting to row 32, but this is 32 rows. Like the colors, this is why I love stash busting projects or projects with scrap yarn, because like I would have never used this mint yarn for one whole project because it's just not my color personally. We just used up majority of that yarn skein, so I try to start my rows at the same side all the time because it make it easier when you finish the blanket. You don't have to go all over the blanket trying to find where the loose ends at. As I was outside, I got a lot of color inspo. And that's why I be saying y'all gotta pull that inspiration from stuff you wouldn't think of. I seen a black and yellow butterfly, so the next color I'm gonna do is yellow, but it's probably not gonna be in this video. So like I was saying, I've been thrifting physical media. I really been on a hunt for like crafting physical media, like so I could just look at the patterns in the books. I got, this is not related, but I got Boss Lady by Omar Tyree. I literally thrifted Fly Girl a few months ago or like a year ago, and I just read that in January and it was pretty good. It was decent. You know, you can never have too many classics in your collection. And then I got Doorways to Transformation, Everyday Wisdom for the Creative Soul. If I'm reading self-help, I prefer it to be from the perspective of creative and spiritual growth. Yeah, because they're connected. So this is what I got. And then I got the fun stuff. I got this fabric art workshop book. And I really like this because like the color inspo, this is how you find color inspo. You gotta get off that phone and get in some books. Like, girl, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. I wonder if you could do stuff like this on yarn. That's what I be thinking about. I don't feel like we test the limits with crochet enough. Like, I feel like I could crochet something and tie-dye it. Like, if it's white, why can't I tie-dye it? You know, if I could wash, like, you know, we gotta test the limits more. So we need to tie-dye a crochet piece? I think we do. And then I got this Collage Unleashed. I really just love how, like, the art style of this. Look. Stuff like this makes me happy. Flowers. I was talking to someone I'm close to, and I was like, if I was an artist, this would be my art style. They was like, so why don't you just start painting? And I'm like, you're right. Why not just start? Yeah, girl. I can't wait to really dabble into this. And guess what? I got all 4 of these books. $3.25. I love thrifting books. I love thrifting like craft stuff. Like, it's just so fun. Definitely gonna keep y'all posted on this. I love self-help books that dabble into the creative world, because I feel like the more you grow as a creative, the more you grow as a person. It'd be like a full circle moment. Girl, I don't even know if I'm about to do any more crocheting. This is literally how I be when I be talking to people I'm close to. I tend to talk about 1,000 different topics at once, because honestly, it's too much talking to do in the world to just stay on one topic. Period. That's boring. This was the perfect pick. Anytime I'm unsure about a color, I just start working with the next color, because you never know what's gonna happen. You actually might come up with a cute color combination. Like this green this green, like these colors right here, this cherry, the green, the mint, the orange, that might be a real tea granny square. But honestly, I think I'm about to just finish this row in silence and then report back to y'all. Hey bestie, we're back. We finished the row. Before I go, y'all already know the drill. We gotta do our blanket rollout. So we are 33 rows in to our mood blanket. Can y'all believe it? Like, is it just me or is the blanket flying? Like, I don't remember crocheting this much, and I'm possibly gonna crochet some more tonight, you know, have like a cozy vibe going. 3, 2, 1. Girl, like, let's get into it. Like, seriously, when did it get this big? She is so cute. Like, the colors, I just know once I wash this and the fibers like relax and stuff, it's gonna be way bigger. If I had to guess how many rows we're gonna get to, I think I want to get to like 40 something rows, 40 to 50. I want the blanket to be slightly bigger than what it needs to be prior to me washing it. That way, once I wash it, it could still be like extra big. I don't know, I just want a big blanket. So I'm fine. I don't care about a time step or how long it's gonna take. But I feel like every time I work on it, I fall more in love with it. Like, in the process of just being in the moment, it does something for my busy body. It's like the perfect creative dopamine boost that every crocheter needs. So we're gonna look back on these videos and we're gonna laugh, because the way I'm pushing y'all to make a blanket, y'all would think like, actually, it's hilarious. I just feel like you won't need to go look anywhere to find color inspo for your crochet project if you got a colorful blanket. Hear me out. You know you got that scrap yarn. So I had fun. Thank y'all for chilling with me. Thank y'all for coming to crochet with me. And you know, it's about that time to hang up in the call. I didn't talk for an hour. I love you lots. I hope you were able to work on something. And if not, I hope you just enjoy my company. I love you. And you know we go together what? Real, 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 real bad kisses, kisses, kisses. I'll see you when I see you. I'll see you when I see you. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.